Morning. Morning, Caroline. We're ready to go. Okay, we'll give it another minute for people to come in. But I hope everyone is well. I'm going to pull up a car to get on. It's a bit cold. Morning, Shona. Nice. Okay. I think we'll get going. And then if anyone else joins, I can fill them in on what's happening. And yeah. Okay, great. So, as always, the class is going to run with a bit of breath work first. We'll do some written tasks, we'll meditate, and we'll reflect at the end. We're going to focus on willingness today as a theme, as a topic. As a point of focus, willingness. And what that means to us, and looking at it in different ways, and just what the word itself means. Yeah, I think that's all we need so far, and we can get going. So just while people are coming in, just settling down, having your notebooks ready, maybe having your coffee, tea, water at the side. Got my vitamin C on the go. And we'll start. Yeah, we'll start now. So we're going to start with a hand massage because we all love a massage. And and it's a really nice thing to do and kind of open up before you start writing as well, or before you're on your phone, or my hands feel a bit tight today as well. So selfishly, we're doing a hand massage. So we're going to use our dominant hand first. So the hand you write with is my right hand, and I'm going to work on my left dominant hand, so my left hand. And we're going to start with this chunky muscle here at the thumb. Just going to use the thumb, and we're just going to give it some nice circles. And I find as well, I think you've both done my stretch and relax class before, that similarly massaging the feet really opens up the feet to the ground. It really opens it up to moving and stretching. And I find very similarly with writing, massaging the hands kind of opens me up for meditating and for writing, because sometimes if I relax my hands, they can go like little dead spiders. Once you massage them, we'll notice how flat they are. And we'll move that more into the rest of the palms, making the circle a bit bigger. If there's any areas you want to focus on in particular, like this part between the index finger and the thumb, this gap here can get really tight. Nice. And then more focus on the outer edge, the pinky edge. Morning, Ewa. Just doing a hand massage, so just join in whenever you're ready. So yeah, just doing some circles or going up and down, and then we'll pull, just kind of separating from the the knuckles. It's like the inner edge of the knuckles, almost like the inner elbow of the fingers. I'm just kind of pulling down because this bit can get quite tight, where you can maybe do it one at a time, and I've got some kind of crystally bits in there. Nice. So I'm going to swizzle and pull the thumb in each finger. Maybe give it just a bit more love, just rubbing it out wherever else it needs. And we're going to hold our hands out flat, and you might notice, like mine's quite visible. This is the hand I just worked on, so it's a lot more open and ready to kind of accept things. And this hand that I haven't worked with yet is very curled, which is kind of where my hands naturally sit. And yeah, I think it's just nice to achieve this state with a little bit of help from your other hand. Yeah, before you begin the day, even with meditating, with having your hands up and relaxed, having them open, just be a bit more accepting as well. Let's move on to the other hand. So we're going to do this muscle around the thumb. And moving a bit more into the rest of the palm. And then more the pinky edge. Now we're going to pull down. You can either do it one at a time, or you can do it all together. Lovely. And then we're going to swizzle and pull. Might crack. That's okay. And we're just going to give them a bit of a rub, whatever else they need. And lovely. And then opening them out. And just noticing again just how they feel. If they do feel more open, this finger needs a little bit more. Nice. And you're going to close our eyes, settle down, find that comfy place you want to be. And let's have the palms facing up, since that's what we've just been talking about. So you can either be cross-legged, legs out in front, or like me sitting in a chair. And if you want your palms either in your center, crossed over, or if you want them along your thighs open, totally up to you, but let's have the palms facing the ceiling. And then we're going to close the eyes when we're ready. So just settling down, taking that minute to notice how you're feeling at the start of class today, maybe how your morning's been so far. Maybe you're still tired. Maybe you're raring to go, you're ready. Just noticing where you're at as we begin. Nice. And taking a minute to notice how your body's feeling. So we've just worked with the hands, so just maybe acknowledging the hands first and where they're at and how they feel, and then moving to the rest of the body and seeing how the rest of the body's feeling. If there's any tension or tightness, maybe you need to sit up just a little bit straighter by rolling the shoulders back or moving the pelvis or even the chest. Just taking that minute to notice. Lovely. And now we're going to move internally and notice how we're feeling internally. So I've noticed how I feel emotionally this morning, how I feel physically, and now internally. So let's look at the breath. Let's see where the breath's sitting this morning, if it's a bit more shallow or staggered, or we hadn't even noticed it yet. I'll admit I haven't focused too much on my breath this morning so far. Lovely. And then on each inhale and exhale from now on, let's try and fill up the torso deeper and deeper each time. So really filling from the belly all the way up to the top of the collarbones. Filling up the whole torso. Lovely. And then all together, we'll take a really deep breath through the nose and out the mouth. And 2 more times in the nose and out the mouth. Last time, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Lovely. Blinking your eyes open. Go back to your space, maybe grabbing a drink of water, tea, vitamin C, coffee, whatever it might be. Lovely. Okay, and we're going to grab our notebooks and we're going to do some written tasks. So anyway, I was saying at the beginning, the class, we're going to have a focus or a theme or an investigation on willingness today. What that word might mean, what it might represent, how it feels to us, and then also just variations on how you can take that word as well. So a few things to cover in this morning class. So to begin, the first one, just since it's a nice one to ease into, what does willingness mean to you? So if you look at that word, or you hear that word, or you think of that word, what does it mean to you? And let's write down our answer. Lovely. So finishing that one off when you're ready. And I think every time I start this class at this time in the morning, there's roadworks and something else is happening. So we've got builder in at the moment. So if that's really loud and annoying, I apologise. But that's all right. Great. We'll move on to the second question. So we just said, what does willingness mean to you? And this next question, I want you to think about what is holding you back. What are you willing to do to change that? It's kind of a two-parter. What is holding you back? And what are you willing to do to change that? So taking a minute to finish that one off. Move on to the final question. This is quite a long question. I'm just going to read it out first. We often discover something we didn't know about ourselves or others when we're forced to handle an unexpected situation. Describe a time when you were faced with something unexpected and what you learned from it. So, again, we often discover something we didn't know about ourselves or others when we're forced to handle an unexpected situation. Describe a time when you were faced with something unexpected and what you learned from it. That could be anything at all. I think a big one that we can all relate to is lockdown, but another one could be a loss in the family, it could be a loss of a job, it could be anything. So, one last time, I'll read that out. We often discover something we didn't know about ourselves or others when we're forced to handle an unexpected situation. Describe a time when you were faced with something unexpected and what you learned from it. So, finishing that one up when you're ready. Nice, so pop your pet finger to the side when you're ready. Maybe having another drink of something before we settle down and meditate for a bit. Lovely. Nice, so we're going to do a little pranayama just to settle down. We're going to do a little box breath. So it's breathing in for 4, holding for 4, breathing out for 4, holding for 4. And I'll draw a little box on the screen if you want to follow that, or you can close your eyes or do whatever you need to do. But we're going to just settle down all together. Breathe in for 4. Hold. Exhale for 4. 1. And hold. Breathe in. And hold. And exhale. And hold. Last time, breathe in. And hold. Breathe out. And hold. And letting that go. Having another big inhale and exhale. Closing the eyes. Settling back down. Maybe opening the palms to the ceiling. And letting it all go. And while we're sat here for eyes shut, I want you to just take a moment to just stop, to just notice the breath, notice the body. And if you notice any distractions coming in or your mind wandering, that's totally okay. Acknowledging that, accepting it, and moving on, letting it go. And while you're here, I want to just talk to you a little bit about willingness. So you can just close your eyes and just listen and just let whatever you absorb, whatever feels resonant to you, to sit with you. So we talked a lot about willingness today. And willingness to me means a want to try something, a drive to give something a go, a desire, a passion, a want. And when I read up on willingness online, a few things that popped out to me were willingness is listening. Willingness is opening to the expression of what lies within. Willingness is being ready to see what happens next. Willingness means breathing, relaxing, slowing down, and knowing that everything is happening in perfect time. And maybe have a think now about your unexpected situation and what you learned from it. And I don't need to tell you what my unexpected situation was, but I can tell you what I learned from it, because it might be useful or might be interesting. So I wrote, what I learned from it was how short life is and how you have to take every opportunity you can to love, to travel, to laugh, to eat, to smile, to hug, to dance, to sing, and to just live. And let's explore and Always be curious. And while you're thinking about your situation and maybe what you learned from it, I'm going to read you a short quote by Brian Herbert. The capacity to learn is a gift. The ability to learn is a skill. And the willingness to learn is a choice. So whether that's learning from a situation or moving on or educating yourself, whatever that might be. Lovely. So sitting here all together, we're going to take 3 final deep breaths with your eyes shut. And if your palms aren't already, could you face your hands towards the ceiling? And we're going to take 3 deep breaths, inhaling, exhaling through the mouth, inhaling, exhaling, and inhaling, and exhaling. Lovely. And blinking your eyes open when you're ready. Taking back in your space, maybe looking around, moving your neck, taking it all in. If there's a window, maybe looking out your window, seeing what you notice. And maybe moving your shoulders just a little bit, or stretching, or cracking in my case. And we're going to grab our notebooks one last time and just write down any thoughts or feelings of reflection or anything that came up. Lovely. So while you're doing that, I want to say thank you so much for joining me, and thank yourself for doing this class on a Monday morning. It's always a lovely thing to do. Or if you've joined us at a different time or you're watching back the class, thank yourself for taking the time out and doing it. All the YouTube stuff, if you can like the video if you liked it, maybe comment if you have any comments. Subscribe if you've not already subscribed, because if I don't always post the link at the right time, you'll get a notification when the event is happening or the video has started, when the live has commenced. And yeah, if you have anything you want to let me know, you can let me know now or later or whatever. And yeah, thanks everybody. I'll stick around for another minute or 2. Thanks, Shona. Yeah, have a wonderful week, everyone. And I'll be teaching stretch and relax. I'll see you there if you're going to be there. Okay, amazing. I think I might end it there. But as always, if you have anything you want to let me know, feel free to drop me a message or drop Studio K a message. Yeah, if you have any requests or recommendations or anything at all, I am very open. Great. Okay. Thanks, everyone. Bye.